we've got Godzilla getting decked on the deck of a U.S. aircraft carrier by Kong.
It's a fantastic. Like, I thought the movie was gonna end right there. I'm like, one of these two like have to die right now because Kong was in like the worst environment to fight. I'm like,
fight Godzilla, an amphibious flamethrower.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So now that you mention Kong again, got Zooky versus a big monkey boy. In your opinion?
Oh, Godzilla hand down. He's too cute. He's too good with tools. No, Kong would possibly eat Godzilla. There's a high percentage chance. And Godzilla would be indifferent.
It's like,
I don't know what that is. It's like
it just happens. Let's knock out the rest of this candy.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa, yeah, these are sweating to the oldies, as one might say.
Let me go ahead and open up the...
Finding some Richard Simmons here. That's a great podcast, by the way. If you've ever wondered where Richard Simmons is and what he's doing...
Which you have not.
But he just straight up went, like, missing years ago.
Yeah.
And one guy who was very appreciative of Richard's help at some point went on a quest to find him.
Let's try the banana, because the banana, like, I think at Laffy Taffy, and banana's a terrible flavor. And...
You don't like the banana?
That is true to this day. The banana's still terrible.
I thought this was lemon.
No, it's banana. That's why I picked it up.
Oh, baby. That banana. All day.
Like, it's better than Laffy Taffy.
The watermelon's a bit too sweet. It just tastes like sweet rather than watermelon, but watermelon also just tastes like water, so...
It's definitely better than just... Banana flavored things ain't it.
Except for like banana pudding and banana bread.
But like, what banana pudding flavored thing are you eating?
Pudding?
Because we'll try to like put that taste in things.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, it's a banana pudding flavor, and it never turns out well.
Oh, no.
Try watermelon. You know, actually, I might start putting these in the sun. Because I like how chewy and mushy that is.
The chewy part is actually pretty good. Let's see what we got going on here. P-Joy.
It's Pocky, but backwards, basically.
Yeah, these are like the, what the heck are those coffee stick things called that I get from occasion? They've got just like a bunch of hazelnut inside of like the, yeah. These things are great. They're great little snacks. But again, you'll probably eat the entire container, and that's wherein lies the problem.
Yes, so there's not too many in here. It's only 5 sticks in here.
Leaving them out in the sun is a good call. See that?
There we go.
Yeah. Got that. The chocolate sweat. That's the good.
They're sweet and sour watermelon. That's why.
Okay.
That's why it's so sweet, but I like it.
That makes more sense.
Oh yeah, I got the night. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, leave these out in the sun. It's the perfect little melty. You get more crunch than you are with Pocky, which I appreciate.
I'm a big proponent of the crunch. Crunch is one of the most underappreciated texture feelings. Well, see, now these have been sent. Now, if you've never had these...
I have not.
Really?
No.
Oh, get ready for this. You can get these at, if you're in the Midwest, you can get them at Meijer. Some Kroger's have them. Anyone on the West Coast, I don't know what in the hell you guys have out there. Not a clue.
They have Ralph's. Ralph's is Kroger. So...
Ralph's. Y'all had at least half a dozen choices for decades. And you said, let's go to Ralph's. Unless it's Ralph from Ed, and Eddie, not worth it. Unless when you walk in, you just hear, hello, Ed boys. Unless you hear that, it was a bad choice.
This is all bad for you, by the way. I typically read the nutrition facts, but it's chocolate,
here's the
nutrition cream, sugar, like... I don't have to tell y'all this. Here's
the nutrition facts. You are going to have diabetes at some point if you eat a diet of this. Wow, this thing does not want to open.
Like,
let me just...
Some very interesting packaging. One little nugget fell out there.
Oh, there we go. There, see, that's how you keep the weight out. You just make sure that the hole doesn't open very well. See? Hey, give that a try. Oh, you have freaking scissors right here. What am I doing? Bloody hell.
It's a little dry.
There we go.
It's not my favorite. They're alright. It's a little dry. I need some of the Fiji apple to wash it down.
Nothing like washing down sugar with more sugar.
Okay.
Have you ever witnessed someone, this is because I got Taco Bell for us earlier. Have you ever witnessed someone eat Cinnabites and then wash it down with like Mountain Dew Baja Blast?
Oh.
That to me is just tapping out on life. You just don't care.
Oh my god.
Your body actively wants to leave. Like it's like an awkward date. I know that you're married, and so am I. What the hell am I talking about? But have you ever had an awkward date?
No. I've had a very strange.
I know that
life.
I was gonna say you've had a very condensed dating life. You weren't. Well, I think I might have been your example to avoid that.
Yes. Yes.
But what I remember, I will never forget this date solely because of how awkward it was. But we met at like B-Dubs, and I remember at least halfway through, I was like, this is a no for me, dog. This is. So I just kind of started commenting on whatever sports was going on the TV. He was mildly interested still. Not to talk myself up, I'm like a B- that found a woman to marry me that's an A+. But that said, for some reason this girl was into me, and she was like, well, yeah, well, we'll talk at so-and-so time. And I luckily never gave her my number. I think I was using like Plenty of Fish or something, one of those dating sites. And I remember going home and deleting my account because I just didn't want. I wanted to avoid her as much as I could.
All right.
Yeah, it was a good call.
Sounds like it. So, what do you hope to see next? That's my last question. I'm done. I'm out of questions.
I think the important thing is to. I mean, this is also assuming that Toho will give the okay. I mean, they gave them Ghidorah, the three-headed golden dragon. That was like their baby. Like Godzilla and Ghidorah are like that's the immortal forever enemies. What I hope to see is that they do use Gigan, which is the weird semi-robotic cybernetic creature from the sky. He looks like a chicken with like claw hands. I'm really not even nailing it. Like I'm missing it by a mile, but not at the same time. He has
put a photo on the video.
Gigan, if you want to look it up. It's the only thing that comes up. But Gigan, which is also kind of one of Godzilla's most well-used enemies, even though he's kind of comedic because he's just silly looking. But you've got that. The three big ones that I want to see are Biollante, which is Godzilla vs. Biollante's entire basis is a mad scientist is trying to fix a food supply problem by using Godzilla's regenerative cells.
Okay.
And he accidentally makes a gigantic flower monster, which then turns into this horror thing and tries to eat Godzilla. But Godzilla nukes it, because that's what Godzilla does.
It's like a Rocky Picker
yes.
Show with nukes.
Yes. So, but the thing is, that movie leads into the next one, because Godzilla kills Biollante, who then explodes and starts going up into the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And those cells are still part Godzilla. Well, somehow those cells create Space Godzilla. It's Godzilla from space.
That doesn't.
Roll with it. He has giant crystals on him. He shoots like a crystal beam. But that's something I'd like to see also is just them actually make a scary Space Godzilla. But the number one thing for me is Destroyer. Destroyer is a great villain to use.
I can get with that movie, the Space Godzilla, if they sedate Godzilla, put him in a rocket, and he has to fight Space Godzilla on the moon. Give me that movie I'll pay you $20 right now to see it.
Let me see Godzilla versus One Punch Man. But One Punch Man's one punch doesn't actually work. And it's just a lot of confusion, and everyone in Japan dies.
That would be very scary. That would be a very scary moment.
And all of Japan just doesn't exist at the end of it. It's an hour and 50 minutes of everyone dying.
We're sorry, Japan, for...
You started the
blowing
animes. You live with it.
Well, I think that's a wrap on all the crap that we say today. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite?
I mean, just the P-Joy is
I agree.
you can't go wrong with it. I feel like the sukiyaki one, this one's actually pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah.
The umami seaweed doesn't have enough flavor or salt. It needs one of the two. Okay, this either needs to be seasoned properly or given to a Midwestern mother in the 90s who will throw salt on it and say it's done. You can't go wrong with cookie. Hey, ain't wrong.
Wow.
The Pocky is good, but the P-Joy's better. But the Pocky is very good. Love Pocky, nothing wrong with it. I will always love and appreciate the Hello Pandas. Because if you ever just want a cookie with a little bit of chocolate in it,
A little crunch to it.
can't go wrong.
Crunch.
That's more of I just want that good crunch. But I want a nice full crunch where the P-Joy is like eating a bamboo stick.
And would you like to have this bowl full of jubes?
I'd rather drink piss. Straight. No chaser.
Oh my gosh.
That stuff is the most unappealing. It looks like you know when you go to Mongolian barbecue and you're going to get your protein and you look at the crab, or not the crab actually, like the mussels. That's what it looks like. And you know for a fact that mussels aren't square.
It's like clear.
Yeah. It looks like the tofu that Professor Oak eats in that one episode of Pokemon from 1998.
You're remembering some very interesting things.
I remember a lot of useless information. I can't do math, but if you needed to know a specific thing from an episode of Malcolm of the Middle, I might be your guy.
Well, you've joined us for an extremely, probably 3-4-parter of Godzilla, Asian snacks, and whatever the hell else we talked about. So we're gonna have some Crown Royale next. So stay tuned for that video, and I'm gonna go dump this out in the grass.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, that might be the worst tasting thing I've had in a while. That was dreadful.
Oh my god.